Hello, and welcome to another episode of Speaking Into the Abyss. I'm your host, Des, and that is your other host,
Jess.
Hey, Jess.
Hello, Des.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little tired.
You know what? I feel like I'm always tired, but since it's like today was the last day we worked together for the same shift, like
Yeah.
the last scheduled shift, I was like saying like maybe I can come fill in sometimes or something, and that would be cool, but I don't know if they would let me. But
That would be cool to see you sometimes.
just to see you sometimes occasionally.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm heading back to my graveyard shift, so it'll be like an adjustment period again to staying up all night, and I'll be all sleepy and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. But do you think like you'll adjust quickly, or do you think?
I don't know. We'll see. I feel like last time it was really easy for me. So I guess this will be the test because it was harder for me to switch back to days for sure. But like, we'll see. I think it took me like 6 weeks to like get on a day schedule and feel like good.
Yeah.
So we'll see how long this one takes.
Yeah, for sure. Dang, I'm gonna miss like seeing your face like while I'm working or just like real quick talking to you.
Yeah, well, it's crazy because I feel like I didn't think I like made such a big impact, and then like literally this whole last week, and everyone's like, "Oh, you traitor! Oh, like you're leaving us! I can't believe I'm gonna miss you so much." And I was like, "That's crazy," because like I didn't know you felt that way about me.
And you know, it's crazy.
What?
Somebody told me, they said, why don't you go? Well, they said, are you gonna miss your friend? I said, well, yeah, but also like I'm still gonna see her. I'm not like not gonna see her just because we don't work together.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, well, why don't you go back with her on B shift? And I was
that's
like,
so funny.
I was like, I would if I could. You
Yeah,
guys don't
you're like,
even
"Trust
know.
me, I will.
You guys don't even know.
I'll leave right now." No, and I think that's funny too because I remember when you were switching over to the C shift.
Yeah.
Everyone was telling me the same thing, like, "Oh my God, are you gonna miss her so much?" And I'm like, "Well, like literally, like we hang out
We're
outside
still
of work
friends.
all the time.
Yeah.
Like we're not work friends.
Exactly.
We've been friends for so long."
Yeah, I don't know,
But I was gonna ask you, how was Lady Gaga?
oh yeah, Lady Gaga was fantastic. It was like magical. It was, what are other synonyms for that? Like it was fucking euphoric.
Phenomenal, euphoric.
It was fucking something else for
That's
sure.
cool.
It was
That's cool.
amazing. And it was her first show of her tour. It was in Vegas. I got to go with friend of the pod, Virginia.
Woo.
You know, awesome friend for taking
Yeah.
me. Fun drive too to Vegas.
That's cool.
I even told her, and I think I remember telling you like, oh, but I'm a bad like
Person,
tripper
like,
because I sleep the whole
Yes,
time.
yeah.
And I told her at the beginning like, I hope you don't hate me. I
Yeah.
might fall asleep.
And what'd you say?
She was like, no, it's cool. Like, you know, it is what it is. Like, I would have done it by myself regardless.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's what I was like. Yeah, I was like, as a driver myself, I was like, yeah, dude, like, it's like, yeah, sometimes people try to stay up with you, but I'm like, if you guys are tired, go to bed.
yeah. Yeah. But I ended up staying up the whole time.
Nice. Well, I feel like road trips, I always really enjoy road trips with certain people because I feel like no matter like if you're super tired or something, you guys just get together and you just start talking for like
100%.
You're like, wow, we just had this 8-hour conversation and like
Yeah. And that's exactly what it was. And at some point we were stopping. Okay, so at some point Virginia said this is where the donkeys should be, and there was no donkeys. So she was like disappointed. She's like, dang, where's all the donkeys? And I was like, oh, maybe they moved them to a different field or something.
Did they?
Well, we kept driving, and then she's like, oh, I'm like looking out the window, and I'm like, and there's donkeys eventually. It was like hours, and maybe a couple hours later. And I was like, oh my God. And she's like, oh my God, there's the donkeys. And I was like, yeah. So we keep driving past all these donkeys, and then there's donkey in a ditch, and we're like, oh my God, let's go see the donkey in a ditch. So we pull over, and we happen to pull over literally right at, what is it called, Eddie something. It's like a huge candy store on the way to Vegas. And so we pull over there and we go to the ditch, and it's not just one donkey, it's a little family. It's a mom and dad and a baby donkey. Well, they're not like stuck. They're just in the ditch. They're
Okay.
just hanging out there and
Okay.
away from the other
That's
donkeys.
crazy because in my head, like, I
That
thought
they're
they were all
upside down.
dead.
No, what? Why would I be sharing this?
I don't know. I thought you were just sharing like
I'm
trauma.
having the best time. I'm like,
Well,
yeah, the
you guys are
donkeys
like,
in the
I thought you were like,
ditch.
we were having the best time, and then bam, dead
No.
donkeys. And then, so I was like sad when it was one, and then you're like, and it was a family. And I was like, oh no. I was like, what the fuck? That's
No,
crazy.
yeah, they were fine. I assume the dad came up to us and like,
It was like, help my family.
we pet him
Oh, okay.
and the mom stayed by her little baby and they were just looking at us. And then when we started walking away, because obviously we're not trying to interact too much with these wild animals, they're obviously not wild animals, and that's why they're at that area because they know people. Because there's literally a Denny's right next door too,
Okay.
so they'll probably just get the food out of the trash and wait for people to give them
They're like,
food.
hopefully we get some pancakes today.
Literally came up to us, probably thinking we were gonna give
They're
them
like, oh, I hope these
pancakes.
bitches have pancakes. And they're like,
So funny.
damn, literally nothing.
I know we walked away and I could see the mom like kind of rushing over to the dad.
She's like, I want the big one.
Yeah, she was like, "What'd they give you?" But there's nothing.
Yeah.
But they were so cute, and I had a blast. Then when we got to Vegas, we had a little bit of time before we could check into where we were staying, and so we went to, I guess, the mall, but also to find food. So we ended up eating somewhere kind of on the strip, and I don't know. You guys can probably assume Vegas is expensive, and
Yeah.
it was expensive, but
Dang.
it was also delicious.
Yeah, nice.
It is very good. It's too hot. Like the air is hot. It's like
Yeah.
dry hot.
It's desert,
And it
desert.
fucking fucked up my face. I feel like it was just like my head was
So,
hurting, and
yeah.
like I was like, holy shit. Like obviously I'm trying to drink as a lot of water as possible, but like when I was in Vegas, I was like only water. I was like, I
Yeah.
can't have
Water
anything
and shit,
else.
like just slathered lotion on your
Dude,
face.
yeah, I
Keep it
had
dry.
it was crazy. And then I let Virginia try the super goop because we've been talking about it
Yes.
on the pod. And she was excited to try it. And she was like, "Oh my God, it's literally like it disappears. It feels
Yeah.
fine." I was like, "Yeah, it's the best to me." Yeah, we met up with some friends
Okay,
of
cool.
ours, of Virginia's, and then I ended up having to fly out because I had to go to Ohio eventually, like literally much quicker than we would have gotten back from Vegas if we drove.
Yeah.
So I had to take a plane. That was fine. I flew by myself for the first time.
Yeah, how was that?
Easy.
I know. That's what I was telling you. I was like, it's pretty easy. It's not like,
It's almost easier when you're by yourself.
oh yeah, for sure.
It's crazy.
Well, then it's easier too if you don't even have a checked bag. 'Cause
Yeah,
then
you just get
go.
on and
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
I know. But that did. We just went out to go see a band, but before we talk about that, I literally had to wear my flattest shoes possible because they're the only black ones I have. Because I left my platforms and other black shoes with Virginia, so I didn't have to take on the plane.
Yes.
And so I was like, dang, I forgot. But I did get, well, in Ohio, I got you a little trinket, a little squish,
Oh my goodness.
a little
It's so cute,
squishy,
guys. It's so cute.
and it matches my little squish.
Yes.
And I got my partner one that looks like him. And then
Yeah, it literally does. I was like, wait, how'd they clone your man?
and then I got Virginia something, so I can't wait to give that to
Ooh,
her.
exciting.
I got my little sister some stuff because I went to a monument in Ohio.
Yeah.
Literally, don't ask me what the name of it is. I just
Oh,
know
I
it was
wasn't
really
gonna.
cool.
I
I
wasn't
was gonna say
gonna.
because I don't remember, but it was really cool. Something about a war that happened on an island, and this guy won it or something. But now there's this giant monument that's apparently taller than the Statue of Liberty,
Okay.
and you can go on the top of it.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did. And they give you binoculars so you can like look out.
Cute,
It
cute.
was fun. It was a fun little learning, educational moment.
Yeah, okay, cool.
They have these things called lampreys. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's this type of fish eel thing.
Oh, okay.
And
Interesting.
I'm sure you've seen a photo of them before, but if you haven't, I should pull one up for you. But they're kind of creepy.
Really?
They kind of seem like what is it called? Leeches, but they're not.
Oh, interesting.
And they have these crazy looking teeth.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that is actually so scary. They look like a fucking like character from like Alien versus
It's fucking
Predator.
scary for
That's
sure.
crazy.
These things will hook onto fishes
Not
and
people though?
not typically because
That's
we're too
scary.
warm-blooded.
Oh, okay.
They like cold-blooded things, but they suction onto with their little teeth and then they just like feed on them till they
That's
die. And they're
crazy.
just like in the water, which is like
Yeah.
so crazy.
That's honestly so insane. I like that's scary.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking scary, especially like because I do have like kind of like I don't know, it's not like a fear. I'm not like terrified of like, but I am kind of scared of like
Leeches
that, but like also just like not being able to see deep in
down.
water.
Yeah.
And so like because I don't want something like that to
Yeah, yeah,
attach
yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
And like people say like leeches, you don't feel them, and then you're like out in the water, and then they're
What's
all
that?
over you.
What's that movie? Is it Anaconda? No, I don't know if it's Anaconda.
Slither?
I don't
Oh.
know. There's this one when like the girl's like they're swimming and then she comes out and there's like leeches all over her body. She's like, and she's like ripping them off. Maybe it's not
I don't
Anaconda.
know
I don't know,
that.
but
I don't know. That's
I don't
fucked
remember.
up.
But I saw when I was younger. I was like, oh, gross.
Yeah, that's gross. Especially when they try to
Because
rip them
they're
off.
like having like a romantic like skinny deep dipping like
She naked with
she
leeches
naked,
on her.
and yeah, then she hops up and like are ripping all the leeches off everywhere.
Ugh,
Yeah.
that sounds horrendous. I don't know what movie that is. I don't want to watch it. All I know is like yeah, because that shit does like parasites get to me. Like parasite idea, like the idea of getting one is like the scariest thing to
Yeah,
me.
I think when I was little, I was like really like concerned I was gonna get a tapeworm.
Yeah, dude, like I was afraid I'd get every worm in the world. Like I don't know. I was like, dang, it's gonna eat me alive.
Dude, yeah, like it's like things that like we thought were gonna be like way more of an issue like growing up was like
the sun
quicksand.
exploding. Oh,
Oh wait, the sun exploding.
yeah, because like you remember when they teach you like, oh, the sun's gonna die eventually, and that means
Yeah,
it'll
and
explode, and you're like, holy fuck,
you're like it's gonna go out any day. We're gonna
Yeah.
be stuck here. Yeah. Yeah, as you get older, that one goes away for sure.
Yeah,
And then like the
definitely.
less you encounter quicksand, you're like, well, this is interesting.
I've literally only encountered it, I think, once or twice in my
I've
life,
never even
and I've
seen
never
it in real
stepped in it.
life.
It's just like, oh, they're like these areas
Okay, yeah.
are sand traps, and it's like, yeah, that's very scary. Backstroke, is that the name of the movie?
I was like a child. I don't even remember.
A Simple Favor.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
I obviously don't remember enough of it.
It's not
but-
Stand By Me, right? Because that's guys, but
Oh no.
yeah, that happened in that movie.
Oh no, but maybe one of those. I'll have
Primal?
Like, have to. That was
2010.
so little.
I don't know. I'm just hoping if I say the name, you'll be like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, that
I was
that
gonna say
is
it's
it.
crazy because like I don't even remember what happens in the movie. I just remember that scene.
It's Reese Witherspoon, or no? Do you know? I don't know who that
I don't
is.
remember. Reese without her spoon.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Gross.
remember. But
Okay. What else? What else were you scared of as a kid? Feel like
I'm
I
trying to think now.
low key bear traps scared me because
traps like being out in the
yeah, like I
woods.
just walk and step on a bear trap.
Yeah. I didn't think about that too much, but that makes sense. I was trying to think maybe being struck by lightning.
Ooh, yeah, like literally having anything metal on you out in the rain.
when-
You're like,
yeah,
oh
like
my God.
an umbrella, like using an umbrella in the
Yes.
rain. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't really think of anything else. I feel like
Yeah.
it all had to do with what we were being taught, though. Like, whatever
Yeah,
I was being taught in the
definitely.
moment, I was like, oh, that's scary.
Yeah. Okay, so I totally like pivot, but I saw this like TikTok the other day, and it's this mom that was talking about how she's like, guys, I'm like flabbergasted. And I'm like, she's like, my kids were telling me kids don't make fun of people when they fart anymore. And I was like, what?
What?
And like, so she's like recording and like it's facing her, but she's talking to her kids. One's like a fourth grader and one's something else.
Yeah.
And like basically she's like, so when someone farts in class, no one says anything. And
And-
then they're like, no.
Right.
And then she's like, no one's like laughing or saying, oh, you farted, or like, it smells so gross in here, or like, Tutor McBooter, like, just like,
Tutor Big Booter
like,
sounds
literally-
like trauma.
and I was like, damn. And I feel like she's maybe like 10 years older than me.
did you get made fun of for farting in classes?
No.
I don't think I farted out loud for anyone to even hear, but
Yeah.
like I remember when kids did fart, like we all just maybe there was a couple
Yeah.
giggles,
Like, yeah, but
but like nobody was like tutor
yeah.
big boot or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. But I was just like interesting. And then then that was the conversation, like, what, kids aren't getting made fun of anymore? And they're like, what if it's really stinky? And they're like, well, people will just cover their nose. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. And then I was like, interesting. I was like, crazy to think like maybe back then, like people were like so much more meaner if you did fart in class or
Well, I was just talking about that, about kids not being as mean lately because, or like, I feel like, because I was talking about Trisha Paytas's new baby. She named him Aquaman. And
yeah.
I was like, I don't know, because people are like, well, he's gonna get me fun of. I was like, is he? Because like when you're super young, Aquaman's kind of a cool ass name to have
Oh
as a little
yeah.
kid. But even when you get older, like no one's gonna like
Yeah,
out
because
loud make fun of you.
yeah, because like even like for like me growing up, I feel like I know bullying is prevalent, but I
Sure.
feel like for certain things that like used to be
Yeah.
like who's getting called four eyes anymore? Like
Right.
people need to fucking see like
Yeah, I think Claudia the Chainsaw Meatballs did the best like mock of it.
oh yeah.
That was like the best. And I feel like maybe kids watched it and they're like, yeah, that is how
Yeah.
I sound.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like, what? I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
I do think like we can probably give a lot of props to our media for giving us like the
Better stuff.
underdogs or like losers or whatever
Yeah.
who aren't being made fun of. They end up being the hero.
Yeah. Well, and then I feel like, especially with this next generation of parents and like different parenting styles, and like I feel like emotional intelligence is being
Mm,
instilled at a much younger age. Like,
100%.
I feel like there's like, I see little interviews. Have you ever seen, I can't think of what the channel name is called, but I think they're in the UK and they're like interviewing like little kids at the little preschool or whatever. And like they're like,
Uh-huh.
tell me this, and they're just like they sound like the little like most brilliant kids, and they're just like looking at things like I was like, damn, dude, I didn't even think about that. I was like, damn, woke.
Yeah. Literally, it's like the corn kid.
Like, oh
It's
yeah,
corn.
no, okay, so that kid's from that YouTube
Oh,
series,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
I was like, wait a minute, I didn't know that, but then like I followed them on TikTok like a few months ago, and then like you know how I was gonna say I really like TikTok's algorithm because I feel like it does good at like just like throwing in everyone you follow randomly at a good
Mm,
rate. Like right when you forget about them, they're like, here you go. And I'm like,
right.
oh,
Sure,
dang,
sure.
dang. So like those flew back in, and then like I saw that little interview. I was like, oh my God, this is the kid that went viral. And I had seen a bunch of his other interviews, and he's such a smart little boy. And I was like, oh, how funny. Were you gonna say something?
No, I just really like that video.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
corn. I like that they made it music.
Yeah.
He's cute. I love those videos of like, well, because there's another guy who does. I don't think it was the guy who did his interview, but it could be. But there's like a skinny American dude who like has like on a park bench usually, and he's like, "What do you think?" Whatever, and then the little kid like usually says something profound, or they make it seem profound with like the
Yeah.
glitter and stuff.
Yeah.
And I forget one of them was like, he was like, "What do you think the meaning of life is?" And he was like, the kid was like, "Be good." Be a good, like be
Yeah,
a
yeah,
good
yeah,
person.
yeah.
I was like, yeah, I guess so. Like when you
Yeah.
break it down to its core,
Yeah.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
right, kid.
You're like, that's it, that's it. Well, like I remember like, okay, core value growing up, like the one thing that like stuck is like the golden rule, like respect.
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 Yeah,
And like
definitely.
that just stuck.
And I think like we've moved past it as a maybe like generationally. I'm not sure if like older people would agree, but like I think we moved past the like you need to earn my respect. And now we
Yeah.
just kind of give it until it's like not
Not,
reciprocated
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah. Just like trust, right? You
Yeah,
gotta trust everyone until they give you a reason not to.
100%. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah. But oh my God, we went to such a cool show,
Oh my God,
guys.
it was the fucking coolest fucking show I've ever seen at the Holland
I
Project.
literally had never
Ever.
been there before.
Ever. And you guys know, well, I've talked about it a couple times. I definitely go with Virginia and like
Yeah.
we see bands all the time and like I mean, a lot of times I feel like Holland Project doesn't have punk music
Yeah.
or like really hardcore stuff. Sometimes they do, apparently, but most of the time it's like
Yeah.
indie
Okay.
bands, which is cool. It's a
Yeah.
vibe. It's a vibe. And Holland Project is a really cool, we've talked about it before, is a really cool space for sober people and
Yeah.
people of all ages to just have a good time and not feel like they have like pressure, I guess. I'm not sure. It is a small venue and it is like half of an art gallery, but it is still a really cool space, I feel like. And we took photos in a little photo booth.
Oh my God, the cutest photos,
So
guy.
cute. But yeah, go ahead and tell them about the show.
Okay, so if you guys listened to last episode, we had a very special guest, Liam from In the Works,
Mm-hmm.
and we went to their last show.
Oh man, what a fucking
And
bittersweet moment.
literally, like, it was so funny because we took friend of the pod, Jenny, with us.
Yeah.
And, like, in the middle, like, I think it was like their third or fourth song, she turns to me and she's like, "Why didn't you tell me about this guy sooner?" And I was like, dude, the sad part is we literally just found out.
Mm-hmm.
We literally just found, like, this friendship just blossomed so quick. And, like, now Liam's moving away.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is like when we were there, people were telling him and like the band and stuff, like you guys have been staples and like da, da,
In
da.
the
And I'm like,
scene, like,
how have I not heard?
ever. Yeah, it's really, like, crazy, like, how well. And, like, I think, like, when there's shows in town too, like, there's just, like, I think with all these algorithms, like, it just doesn't push out promotions or, like, push out the right things. And, like, or there's just, like, no visibility because people aren't promoting. But obviously they have been promoting enough. And I think
Yeah.
that always is, like, so jarring to me when, like, maybe, like, one of my favorite artists comes, or, like, a bucket list artist that I'm trying to see, and then, like, all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, what, they're playing? And it's like, no, they just played yesterday.
Yeah.
And, like, I didn't see any posts. And I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, what? Like, why? Like,
Yeah.
we just need to get better at, like, maybe finding a different avenue to promote stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Or start, I don't know, because like when we go to Soup, they always have flyers posted
Yeah,
up. It's
yeah.
like, I guess I do glance at them, but am I really
Never
looking
look.
at
Yeah.
every single one of
Yeah.
them? Could be something I really enjoy on there. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but it was, like, such a good show, such great music.
It
And,
was so
like,
fucking good. You guys don't even know. Like everyone was so hype.
yeah, it was crazy. It was, like, so high energy. And, like, everyone was, like, it was, like, you could definitely feel, like, a sad ambiance because, like, everyone knew it was their
Yes.
last show, but, like, everyone was, like,
Yes.
just so happy to be there.
Yeah. And like
Yeah.
also like they're literally, I feel like everybody was there for them.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
it obviously, like it just
Yeah.
felt so everyone was there for them to support them
Yeah.
and to say like farewell and
Yeah.
like thanks for a good show and last show or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, that music was so good. I literally was like, I turned to Jess like after every song, I was like, what the fuck? Like that shit
Yeah,
was
yeah.
so good. They're so good. It's just so fucking sad that, yeah, we didn't find them faster, but like you
Yeah.
guys can still listen to their
Yeah,
music
in the
and
works. And
in the
then
works.
they're gonna release one album with, like, all
All
their
the songs.
songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's sick.
It is sick. And then it's funny because when it's when we were listening to them and stuff, at some point they stopped and they promoted their little merch stand and they were
Yeah.
like, yeah, we have CDs
And
or
they're-
whatever. And the guy was like,
yeah.
we have one CD
Yeah.
left. Like,
Yeah.
don't be telling him.
They're gonna come for CDs and there's none. And
Yeah.
we got really cool.
Shirts. In the
Shirts,
work
yeah.
shirts. It has like, apparently they made it themselves. It's pretty cool. It's very kooky. Maybe we'll post a picture of it.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll have to post a couple of different things. That show was really
Oh,
awesome
I
and
know.
fun.
I've been doing, like, terrible at posting, guys. I'm so sorry, but
No need to apologize, Jess.
trying. I know you guys want to see what we're talking about. Sorry for, like, mentioning stuff and then saying I'm gonna post it and then not. I'm gonna try to be more mindful and, like, maybe take notes as we're recording so I could remember, like, what I said to, like, link and post and stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Some accountability for myself.
Seems like a good idea.
Yeah, but besides that, I'm excited because tomorrow we're gonna go see a secret movie.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Hold on though. Going back to the show.
Yeah, go ahead.
Remember last time when I was talking about being at the Holland and those little girls were like
Yes.
acting like
Mhm.
they were gods in front of them?
Yes.
Well, fucking, I just feel like from where we were at, I could see a lot of young girls literally reaching their hands out trying to touch the people in the band. And it's
Yes.
like, I get loving bands. Like, I get it. Because when I seen the front bottoms, bro, I like almost died when I swear Brian looked me in my eyes.
Yeah.
So like I get it. I get it, but I don't get it because I never, even after he looked me in my eyes, reached out to touch him or anything.
Yeah.
And I just think that because the Holland is such a small venue, these people think that the entertainment or the band members are like touchable, like they should be touched.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, let's have some respect still. Like, you know, because maybe not everybody knows regardless, but like Liam is in a relationship and we don't know if the other band members are. So you purposely going out there just to like, and also like, how old are you?
Yeah.
Like, how old are you?
Well, the thing is,
10-year-old?
I would say the thing is like some like people don't care.
No, you're right. Some people don't care, but like, I still think it's weird to touch people without, you know what I'm saying?
They're just hoping like their touch
It's gonna be enough.
It's gonna be like the one that like they grab your hand and then they like lock eyes with you and you're like, dang, I'm taking you with me.
Right.
Something.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I just I can't get into it. I just think it's really lame. And when I see that happening, I'm like, especially at shows like that, like, bro, that's not the vibe.
Well, then it's like, and I think it's different because there was definitely points where Liam did like, you know,
he was
reach out
high-fiving people
and like
touching people,
but like when you're just like seeing they're like
and
grabbing at you.
Yeah, and they're doing, it's the faces they make too. It's not just like, oh, fucking touch my hand, you're a cool guy. Like,
yeah.
It's like, I want to fucking, you know, touch you.
Yeah, I did not even look.
I mean?
It's crazy because I didn't even look up the girls because like Liam's like presence had my eyes captivated the whole time.
So, dude, when he pulls out the saxophone,
oh my god,
the saxophone was fucking
dude.
epic, bro.
Literally, like he killed the saxophone every time it came out. I knew it was about to be so good,
dude. For Mary Jane, that shit went so hard. I loved hearing just the saxophone like really come through on that one. That one was fucking sick.
Dang. We'll call this episode Liam Fangirls. Literally.
So talented. Dude, everybody in that band is so talented.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even if he is done here, I hope maybe he finds new sick band in San Diego.
Yeah, at least just keep making music. He's just too talented to stop.
He is so talented. So see, like now I'm like trying to picture him like on the recorder. Like, was he making the recorder sound like a flute? He's like yeah.
He literally Pied Piper. Like
literally. And they're like, what are you playing? You're like, oh, it's the recorder.
Yeah. Dude's very talented. Very talented.
Dude, and also what a swaggy outfit. I really love the like fucking design.
The shirt was so sick. It was like silky or something. Yeah, and that shit looked,
and it was like glistening in the spotlight.
Superb.
Yeah.
And dude, whoever was in charge of lighting fucking nailed it, bro. They were so good. Yeah. They were so good. Holland, the only thing I ever have a complaint about is the sound. Sometimes I feel like the vocals don't come through as much as they should, but it was still really good.
No, yeah, I feel like definitely I feel like the way that room is set up, it's not set up for sound.
Yeah.
And they should probably, I mean, not telling them how to do their job, but like maybe get like some sound engineers out there and like try to do like maybe some foam padding around like certain areas to help with like the echo and trying to control the sound a little bit more.
Definitely.
Since they do so many sounds there or shows.
Yeah, definitely. It's a
all
good
the
idea.
all the sounds.
Yeah.
But
also
yeah. Anything else about the show?
There was a fucking little Iggy dog. What are they called? Boston Terriers or whatever. Is so cute. So I put him on my story. Did you see him?
I did.
He's so
we
cute.
can post clips from the show.
Oh yeah, definitely.
On our story, yeah.
It definitely, dude. Super good. And I think it was like I made a post because somebody was complaining that I didn't post my Lady Gaga stuff, but it's because like I don't know, I'm just not that kind of person. I just don't have it in me to be like. I do take some videos and pictures sometimes. I'm not like a selfie person. I never take photos, so you'll never see me really posting like that unless somebody else, prompted it. But like when it comes to shows, I'm not, I don't know. It's something like I was so in that moment that like,
Oh yeah, for
how can
sure.
I, like after the fact, I don't know. It's just not in not in my brain to be like, oh, post those videos, post those
Yeah.
pictures.
So like, okay, for me, it's like I know a lot of people couldn't make it out to see this one set, and I
Sure.
know a bunch of my friends are gonna be so sick. And like, if I hear something and I'm like, oh my god, they need to hear
Right.
this, I'm like, quick video. I'm like at least 30 seconds. You don't
Yeah.
want it to be too short,
Yeah.
unless it's so good and like
Then
the
you
whole
do the,
time. Yeah,
yes,
but like
literally. That's what I was with
literally, I
Lady
just like
Gaga.
I do it for everyone else. I'm like, dude, because like I love when like, because like sometimes there's shows and I like be going through everyone's stories and no one posts one video and I'm like, damn, what did it sound like though?
Right. That's
Just because
fair.
like I'm like I love that, like, and I always try to like be very like mindful and like tag the artist like at this person, just like so you could like find them, follow their music, and like,
That's fair.
yeah,
I guess like the only thing I can like really think of is like I've been to one festival. I don't think I posted anything from that
yeah,
festival. I went to the Front Bottoms. I think I only posted the poster I got at the end of
yeah,
it, and that's because I was just like Front Bottoms is my absolute favorite.
yeah,
And the fact that I finally got to see them after so many years of
yeah,
trying was like really what it was
yeah,
about. But like when I went to see Lady Gaga, I mean like literally teared up and everything, but I didn't think, and my friends were posting, like Virginia posted, I was like, God, these are such good photos. I was like, God
yeah,
damn.
yeah.
I was like, but so when we finally saw In the Works and it was their last show, I was like, you know what?
This is a
Good
special
post.
event. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like good post because first show of Lady Gaga, last show of In the Works. It's kind
yeah,
of like crazy,
yeah,
you know?
definitely.
So I made a little post, but it's on my
Yeah.
private, so good luck finding it.
Good luck finding it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just, man, I can't get over it. Just
Yeah.
like being able to, and I put it in my post, but I'll tell you guys here, and because we talk about gratefulness all the time,
Yeah.
I am so fucking grateful to be able to listen to music and like really good music, and
Yeah.
especially live. It is so unreal that some people like have never been to shows or like haven't found the right time to go or like show to go to, and it's like,
Well,
dude, music live is like
no,
elite.
well, it's really crazy is
What?
people don't fuck with music like that. There's people who don't.
That
Yeah.
blows my mind too
Yeah.
because I've always grown up thinking everyone fucked with music the way that we do, and it's like,
Well,
no, dude, some people just
yeah.
aren't into it.
And like, I think for me, I kind of realized I was different in the music aspect because like when I would go like visit my dad and like my family in Mexico, they're like, "Wow, you really love music." And I'm like,
That's
"Yeah." They're like, "You
crazy.
just always go to like festivals and shows." I'm like, "Yeah, I love music."
Yeah.
And like, why would like what would I couldn't even imagine life without music. Like,
It's really
I'm like, what are you
like
shaking your ass to? What are you
it's
crying to?
crazy,
What are
literally.
you
What do you
grooving
like?
to? Like,
Yeah. What do
yeah.
you bob in your head to?
Well,
What do
and
you
like
people listen to on the drive to work and stuff like that if
literally
they're not listening to music?
like talk show
Silence?
radio,
Oh,
silence. Hopefully our podcast,
yeah, hopefully
but
our podcast. See, I don't know. This is like podcasting. I feel like if you're not, I don't know. I don't know many people, I guess, who listen to podcasts still, even though I feel like it's a really big thing.
yeah, it's
It's,
still like niche.
yeah, I
Yeah,
still like, there's so many podcasts and yet not a lot of people who listen.
yeah. Well, see, that's what I was kind of trying to say about like the like YouTube thing, that one episode, like that it's so
Mm,
niche for like even though it's so big, like it's still such a niche
yeah.
like subject, like because like I still haven't like really seen like vlogs and I don't follow like too many channels and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But like some people, that's all they do.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because as much as I'm on YouTube and I know about family vloggers and stuff like
Yeah.
that, I don't watch them. I think it's weird and creepy and stuff like that. But
So you wouldn't watch me on my family vlogs?
I wouldn't. I would think I would probably pull you aside and say, "Hey, Jess, I think you should stop."
It's literally just me. Hi guys, this is my cat and
My
I'm
cat
getting
and
ready
my
to work.
cat and
And
my
then
dog.
like, hey guys, just got off of work, going to my other job.
Yeah, it's not a family vlog. Family vlogs are when they raise the kid on camera and it's just fucking
Okay.
weird.
Um,
But anyways, I was talking to a mother the other day and she's a nice person. I think she's really cool. But
yeah.
I was asking her like, "Oh, do you watch any shows? You know, what are you into?" And she was like, Not really. I watch those family vlogs on YouTube." And I was like, what the fuck? Like in my head,
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not telling her,
Yeah.
but in my head, I'm like, damn, I didn't know people actually watch
Well,
those things.
I was gonna say I feel like a lot of the times it's kind of like for visibility for other parents, right? Like, this is how we're raising our children.
Yeah,
like
but
whatever.
that's,
So then those people are like maybe watching to get
I
ideas or
guess.
like,
But that's not the watchers aren't what make it creepy. The people
no,
who are doing it are creepy.
yeah.
Like we've had just too many of those families come out when they turned out to be really abusive of
Which
their own
which
kids or
sucks because it's like not all of them are like
no,
that.
but
Yeah.
most of them so
Yeah.
far have been. So it like really
Yeah.
does put like it into perspective like what kind of person would raise their child on camera and for monetary gain.
Well,
And
and
it
that's what I
seems
was
to
gonna
have a
say. I was
pattern.
about to say that like it boils down to like the monetary because like, you know, how much money are they making or whatever.
Right.
Like, you know, doing something you love because you love it versus like doing it for a check is definitely different. And I feel like people will do a lot more for money than
Which
like,
is sick.
yeah, that's why people got like fucking 10, 15 ads on their podcasts.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, what is this?
Right.
And then like I know that sucks because then they're like, oh yeah, just like subscribe for this like
Ugh.
ad free version, and they're just like doubling up.
Yeah.
I'm just passionate about talking with you.
Yeah, I like our podcast, but and it's funny because I was gonna say I used to listen a lot to Armchair Expert. You remember I
Yeah.
would talk about it a lot, but I get so sick of their ads. Like I how many times? And then I mean to be fair, also the topical stuff like ended up being like mostly Taylor Swift, and I couldn't stand that either.
Yeah.
But like regardless, like it was like ad, and then it'd be like 2 seconds of something, and then it'd be another ad, and I was like, dude, I can't listen. This is all
Yeah.
ads. It's just all ads.
Yeah. Yeah, ads are hard because I know like my mom has even said that she's been like deterred from podcasts because like she's like, well, I try to listen and there's so many ads.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's crazy to like just imagine like how much like of a listenership people are losing because of all the ads they have.
My thing is, I prefer when they put it all at the beginning. Throw them all at the beginning so I could just get through them and then I don't have to really worry about it.
I wonder if there's something like pay related to that. Like
They pay for a certain time slot on their
like
podcast.
not like a time slot specifically, but like, oh, you'll get paid less if you just bundle them up at the front or the end or something.
Like we have to be the only one you talk about for that. And
yeah,
then
or
you can
something
do
like
whatever.
that. Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
I
Wouldn't
don't
know.
know.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's crazy. Man.
The life is crazy.
It is.
Changes everywhere.
I know I have a lot of changes happening in my life lately, and I'm scared but grateful. I just like don't know what's ever going on.
For sure.
Just trying to get a reign of this like
Are you scared? Or
bad
it's
boy.
like just because it's like it's changing, so it's like
not
an adjustment or something.
I just get scared to see if everything's gonna pull through like it's supposed to.
The way you've been planning it.
Yeah, like the way that it's meant to seem. I just feel like there's some stuff that like has happened before that's like set in stone and then like gets
see
like
what you're saying.
swiped right out of the bottom from me, and I'm just like, what? How did I get here? And I just like hope this isn't one of those situations because like I did make a pretty life-changing decision recently, and like if it goes well, it'll be great, and then if like you said, if it's a bait and switch, then I like just got fucked.
Yeah.
Because it was like a piece of heaven or like a better life. And I was like, I guess I'll just do a better life.
Right. So you could get to a piece of heaven later.
Yes. And I was like, okay. And so I just hope everything pans out the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
But
definitely.
I've also been like I have a lot of new connections with people, and like I feel like I forget how exhausting it is to like start new connections with people and like kind of learn people, like how like they are so available or unavailable, or like just like the different ways you have to interact with other people just on how they are. Like I'm just so used to you and Jenny and like my family, and like, you know, my friends are like kind of set in stone, but now that I'm like making new friendships, and like I kind of have to like be a little bit more mindful of like the way I say stuff, or like, you know, I forget that people have like different beliefs, or like people like, you know, maybe I'll say something and they like look at me crazy, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, this is me, but like my bad.
See, And I think that's like a little bit of a difference between us. I do think like I obviously would never want to purposefully offend anybody, but
Yeah, yeah.
like if someone looked at me crazy, basically what I'm trying to say is you shouldn't even think about it twice because it's
Oh no,
like it
yeah,
is
yeah,
you,
yeah. No,
that
well,
is
that's
how
why I
you
say like I'm
joke.
sorry. Like this is it. This is
Yeah,
me. Sorry,
yeah,
but like if you don't fuck with like this is just who I am. And like
yeah,
I've always said like I just like because a lot of these connections are like from work
yeah,
because it was a whole different shift. So I have like a new set of like new friends, and it's like I'm just the same at work as I am as my other job, as I am at home, as I
yeah.
am anywhere, because it's just easier to be yourself everywhere you are,
Yes.
even if that is a little bit inappropriate. Like my jokes are, too funny or too whatever. Like,
Yeah,
like that's just how I am
yeah,
everywhere and anywhere. And like that's just easier. And like that's why it's like take me at face value or don't.
yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And what is up with like mean crazy girls? Like
I don't know. Don't get me started. I'm tired of it.
I just not like not only have I like well and I haven't encountered any that I'm dealing with personally, but I like just see a bunch of my friends like dealing with them in all different aspects, like relationships or friendships or even work relationships or just like in general, like having these interactions. And like these like girls are just like very entitled and rude and
Yeah,
like don't even like have any sense of self. And
right.
like it just like really
Like
blows my mind.
self-awareness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it just blows my mind to like think that like you can think you can act this way and treat people a certain way and like not feel any type of way, or like just
Well,
like pick out whatever everyone else is doing and complain, but then
mm,
when it's you, you're like, oh well, not me though.
right.
Yeah, but what
And
were you gonna say?
I was
Sorry.
gonna say, I feel like it's because they have their group of negative Nancy's or whatever it is,
Like
like
supporters.
supporting them, like in feedback loops, like
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, I fucking hate when so and so, I don't know, doesn't do this, and then they don't do it, but they're like, but I'm tired or whatever it is. And then their friends are like, yeah, you're tired. Like, you don't
Yeah.
have to do it. But then if, it goes
Yeah,
back
they're
to
like,
the other
oh
person,
my
they're
god,
like, can you believe they didn't fucking do it?
yeah,
Not
yeah,
even considering, are they tired?
yeah,
If it was an
yeah,
excuse for you, it could be for them,
yeah, yeah.
So,
And I like, let me tell you guys about my work thoughts. Okay,
share them.
you know, people need days.
Yeah.
People, everyone's had them. You go to work, you don't want to do shit,
Right.
and you know what? You don't do shit. But you know what? When you see someone not doing shit, you mind
You
your
mind your
business.
business.
You literally look the other way because you know what? Because when I'm having a day where I feel like I like can't do anything, like I don't want anyone looking at me.
Right.
You just hold space for each other because we're all human and we're stuck at this like shitty job
Nobody
together.
wants to work every day of their life or
Yeah,
most days of their life. Nobody wants to work. Like humans
yeah,
aren't made to work.
yeah,
So have some fucking empathy and compassion for your fellow
yeah.
workers.
And like I'm like one, and I feel like you are too, to like if someone is having a rough day, like we'll go like, hey, do you need like help, or like try to help out any way we can and
Yeah.
like help speed up their day because like it
It fucking
sucks.
sucks.
Yeah.
And you want someone to do that for you. It's literally called empathy. And it's
Literally,
crazy.
you psychopathic little. I'm just
And it's
kidding.
crazy. You guys don't have an inch of it in your body. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Or it's like maybe they don't have enough empathy for anyone else because they have way too much empathy for themselves.
valid. I feel like that's a great way to put it. I do think
Yeah.
it's that, without getting too into detail about anything, I did recently have a conversation with one of these people who they were complaining about a family member of theirs, like not taking accountability, not da 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 da, da da da. And I said, I think my conversation was like more like have some sympathy and empathy for
Yeah.
that other person because whatever. And then eventually they just kept asking so many people about it over and over and over again. And then they turned to me and be like, see, they understand. See, they understand. And I told them, I said, did they or did you convince them? And then
Yeah.
she was like, well, I guess. And I was like, okay. And I said, but what do you want me to say? Because clearly there's something you need me to say that I'm not saying because you keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
And she was like, I just want you to be on my side. And I was like, there's no sides though. That's the thing. And I feel like people who are in those positions, who put themselves in those positions, it's because they're looking at the world and everything as a me versus them, me versus this. And it's not. It doesn't have to be.
No, yeah.
It literally doesn't have to. We could all just support each other.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. I was gonna say, because like obviously I'm like, well, who are you trying to convince?
Exactly.
Because like you're like, because that's the thing, like this is what I think and this is how I feel.
Yeah.
And you could take my advice or leave it.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, then like maybe you don't even need to even talk to anyone else. You already know your answer.
100%. You're so set in your thought, and that's fine. If that's how you want to be, that's your thing.
I'm like, you need to, next time you see this person, be like, hey, make a Reddit account. They'll
definitely tell you.
Literally.
But yeah, my thing, I was just like, yeah, I'm still, there's no sides. I just feel like nobody did anything wrong. So like, it's just a personal opinion and a way of thinking. I was like, you just don't agree. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like some people just aren't compatible in that way. And that's okay too. But still, you gotta treat people with respect and kindness.
Definitely.
Just no reason not to.
Yeah. Crazy work, guys. Do some self-reflection.
100%. Like if you have issues with something, like I feel like especially if you find yourself like, why am I always upset, or like why are all these people irritating me, please take a look at what the common denominator is, because you're the one who's having all those issues, and like really find out what the root of it is, because it might be a control issue on your part. You might be like, fuck, this isn't going exactly how I wanted it to.
Or it might like be like nothing related to anything that's happening. And like that's why therapy is a really good option. So you could like do some work and figure out what that's about. You're like, what do you mean? Because my dad didn't hug me when I was like 5. Like I treat people like shit.
Right. But it
like,
could be a thing.
It's like little stuff like that, like people don't really think about, and then like they just think it doesn't affect their life, and then they're just really mean and shitty to everyone.
Yeah, like, and it's because they're so focused on their self.
Yeah,
they can't even see how they affect other people.
Yeah, and that sucks.
Yeah,
like, you know,
it's just like you're not a good person. Like it's not you're not a good person. Let me finish my sentence. But like you're not a fun or good person to be around. It's not something people want to surround themselves with.
Yeah, because like most of the time when I've had to deal with like negative people, like I feel like they, you know, it's always like life is so gray and it sucks and like I don't want to do this and this
is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong.
Yeah, and like it's all you're doing is complaining. And I feel like we all do that. Like I feel like you have to
that's normal
through phases of that, but then like you also have to like put in the work to pull yourself out and remember like life is beautiful and like I'm grateful for this and grateful for that and like
yeah, don't get me wrong. I personally think there is such thing as toxic positivity. I don't think you can be positive all the fucking time, and like you should always look at the glass half full. But like, definitely, when you're focused on all the negative things, you're definitely gonna notice more negative things.
Yeah, definitely.
That's just simple.
Like, you know, I feel like our minds are definitely more trained to be negative, and like when I don't know, I'm just saying, like, don't you have a better time when you're fun and happy, like.
100%. I mean, like, I feel like I've experienced both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Because before I was medicated, it was like a big part of my mental headspace to think of all the negative things that could go wrong and will go wrong, and how I'm feeling right now that's wrong. And it honestly all it does is just keep you in that spot where you're just, okay, well, it's just like it's almost like survival, but like you're just focusing on the negative things for survival. But when you like get out of that, or you change like your viewpoints, because I do think it's normal to complain, especially complaining to your friends. It's like definitely that's how we connect. Yes, but like there's a limit, and you should definitely have limits for yourself when it comes to that stuff. And when you start thinking about what is going right, those things that are so negative definitely don't seem as big.
Yeah, definitely.
And you don't want to put your body through that, just being fucking negative all the time.
Yeah.
It's like toxic sludge inside of you, bruh.
Yeah, literally, like, it's like, I feel like it takes so much more energy to be, like, upset.
100%. Yeah. You gotta hold on to it. It's crazy.
Crazy work, guys. Crazy work.
Do you want to do you think we covered gratefulness, or would you want to?
Yeah, let's get into gratefulness and hit a word of the day.
Hell yeah.
Do you want to start us off?
Sure. So I'm grateful for music, live music, talented friends and family, and I'm glad that I have the ability to go out and see these things with my friends, and that I have really good friends that I could go see these shows with.
Yeah.
That I feel safe around. And I'm also grateful for the ability to, I guess, like, without going into too much detail, but like do the things I need to do day to day. I'm grateful for my health, and grateful for having food in my belly all the time, and a roof over my head. But and my little babies, of course, every time.
Yeah.
What about you, Jess?
I'm definitely grateful for my family and friends and my mom. And, I didn't mention it, but like, I'm going to be in Disneyland, guys.
Disney!
And I'm so excited. And I just like, I'm also grateful for like Disneyland and just like amusement parks and rides and creative people that could like figure out how to fucking make all these
the cool logistics of it all. Yeah.
Rides and stuff. And obviously grateful for my friends. Really grateful for like new opportunities and all these changes.
Yeah.
And I'm so, so grateful for our air getting fixed at work.
Oh my God.
I didn't mention it because literally as soon as it came back, like everyone would just stop bitching. Yes. Literally, okay guys, it's crazy because like literally everyone's been in such a good mood. The heat was making everyone so bitchy for sure. And like I was just like, as soon as they fixed it like towards the end of the day on like our first shift. And like as soon as like everyone's like, oh my gosh, the air, and I was like dancing and I was like, yeah, and I was like, I'm so grateful. And like people are like, it feels so fresh in here, it's so cold. I was like, yeah dude, I'm never gonna complain about it being hot or cold. I'm just happy it is.
It is 100%.
So just really grateful for that. I'm like, I can finally like I feel like way better. Like the heat was definitely affecting everyone's mood, and like I feel like everyone's in a way better mood this weekend.
I agree. I think it's funny because like that day that they were fixing it, somebody was like, have they fixed it yet? It's still so hot. And I was like, probably not. I was like, it's hot. Yeah. And then it literally like 4 hours after that it was fixed. And I was like, thank God.
Literally. Well, it's so funny because someone's like, they just turned off all the swamp coolers. I'm like, well, the air's been blowing for like an hour. They're like, well, it's like still warm in here. I'm like, dude, this is a big ass warehouse, and like it needs to cool down. Like just give it a second. It needs to do the thing. It needs to blow through the building. And now it's like so nice and chilly. I love it. Very grateful for that. But yeah, just grateful for life and being alive. Grateful I woke up today.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And get into the word of the day,
please.
It is brouhaha.
Nuh-uh. Brouhaha?
Yeah.
Brouhaha. Okay, go ahead.
It is a synonym of both uproar and hubbub that refers to great excitement or concern about something.
Look at this brouhaha.
Brouhaha.
It's funny because, bruja is Spanish is witch. Yeah. And so when I was younger, I used to say brouhaha.
Brouhaha. But yeah, a really cool word.
That's a fun word. So, I love fun words.
Anytime you guys are going to hubbub, just be like, oh, what a brouhaha.
Yeah. What a
brouhaha. Okay, slang and trending. Whoa. A little bit of a switch up. Not too much. Number 1, we have doomer. An extreme pessimist.
We've definitely talked about that.
And it's like crazy funny that it's relevant. Like, we talked about that on this episode a little bit. But number 2, we have smoke. Trouble. Right. Competition. Conflict. You don't want it. Number 3 is crash out. Number 4 is ick. And then crazy rage bait made it all the way down to 5. But
wow, what a little grouping.
Yeah. So
I guess with that being said, have a great day, great evening, and good night.
Bye.